right. Welcome to your personalized deep dive.
Yeah,
Looks like you are ready to level up your finances, huh?
definitely.
You sent us like a whole stack of books about building wealth. So get ready for some serious aha moments, maybe even a little paradigm shift as we dig into the wisdom of
Nope, I like that.
12 influential books, from classic parables to like modern day manifestos on money,
That's right.
all that good stuff. You ready to get started?
I'm ready. I think what's so cool is that even though all these books have different approaches,
Yeah.
they all come back to some of the same core principles, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about making money. It's about, understanding it and
Right.
mastering your mindset around money.
Yes.
And then, building a life of true wealth, not just, dollar signs.
Okay, so let's kick things off with one of the classics,
Okay.
The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yes.
Now, this book uses parables set in ancient Babylon. So I got to ask, do these ancient stories still have any relevance in today's world?
Oh, more than you might think, for sure. I mean, it emphasizes things like consistently saving,
Okay.
like setting aside 10% of what you earn, investing wisely, and really staying away from debt.
Mhm.
These are ideas that people have been talking about forever, and they keep coming up.
Right.
What do you think about that 10% figure? Is that still a good target these days?
You know what? I think 10% feels like a really solid starting point,
Yeah,
at least to get the ball rolling.
for sure.
But, flipping through these books, I'm noticing that a lot of them keep coming back to mindset.
Oh, yeah. Mindset is huge.
Think and grow rich, and you are a badass at making money.
Right.
Those two especially seem to really zero in on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Think and Grow Rich, that one suggests that you actually write down
Okay.
your money goals, like specifically what you want,
Yeah.
and then visualize yourself achieving them every single day. It's almost like you're trying to program your subconscious mind for success.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and then you are a badass at making money. That's all about breaking down those limiting beliefs that we all have around money. Those things we've picked up from, our family, society, just getting rid of that baggage.
So it's really interesting how our thoughts, even like subconsciously, can actually impact our financial reality.
Yeah, totally.
But we can't just think our way to wealth.
Right. We need to take action, too.
We got to do something.
Yeah, it's a combination.
So how do we actually go from mindset to, making those moves that build wealth?
Okay, so that's where Rich Dad, Poor Dad comes in.
Okay, yeah, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, and he's all about building assets instead of just working for a paycheck, which is a big shift.
Can you just break down what assets actually are?
Yeah, sure. He makes a distinction between assets and liabilities, which I think is really key.
Okay.
So assets, according to Kiyosaki, are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities take money out.
Okay, makes sense.
So think of it like rental properties, right?
Okay.
Or a business that you own that generates income. Those have assets.
Right.
But things like, a fancy car or a big house with a huge mortgage,
Right.
those are typically liabilities.
I see, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's what's coming in versus what's going out.
Exactly.
Okay, but then the millionaire next door kind of offers a different perspective on being wealthy, doesn't it?
It totally does. It challenges that stereotype of the millionaire, like the one with the flashy cars and the big mansion.
Yeah.
Because this book, it actually shows that a lot of millionaires,
Okay.
they live pretty simply, they invest regularly, and they build their wealth kind of quietly over time.
Interesting.
So they might not look super rich, but they're masters of, compound growth and delaying gratification.
So we need the right mindset, and we got to make those smart financial decisions. What are some of the practical steps that these books actually suggest?
Oh, there are so many good tips. Like, for example, the Total Money Makeover.
Okay.
It really pushes for this thing called the debt snowball method.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Have you? So it's where you list out all your debts, smallest to largest,
Okay.
and then you focus all your energy on knocking out that smallest one first.
Got it.
Once that's done, you take the money you were putting toward that and roll it into the next smallest debt and so on.
So it creates this snowball effect.
Exactly. And it's really motivating, like a psychological boost.
Yeah, I can see that. What about tracking expenses? Do any of the books talk about that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Your money or your life is all about that.
Okay.
It's about really understanding how much your time is worth.
Okay.
Not just your hourly wage, but how many hours you work to actually afford each thing you buy. And then it emphasizes making sure your spending is in line with what you value most in life.
It feels like so much personal finance is really about psychology.
It is. It totally is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's less about the numbers and more about our behaviors and habits.
And that's where automating your finances comes in.
Okay.
The Automatic Millionaire, that book is all about setting things up so that your savings and investments are happening automatically. It takes the effort out of it.
That's the dream, right? Effortless wealth building.
Yeah. It makes it so much easier to stick with it in the long run.
Okay, so that makes a ton of sense. But what about people who are looking to reach financial freedom, like faster?
Yeah.
Is there a fast track to get there?
Oh, there are definitely some more aggressive approaches. Financial Freedom by Grant Sabatier is a great example.
Okay, yeah.
He talks about saving a big chunk of your income, like way more than 10%, building side hustles, and making strategic investments to reach financial independence more quickly.
So it's almost like there's a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
You've got that more aggressive financial freedom approach.
Right.
And then you have something like The Wealthy Gardener, which is more about that slow and steady path.
Totally. The Wealthy Gardener, it uses all these gardening analogies.
Oh, I like that.
It talks about planting seeds, nurturing growth, and being patient for the harvest.
Okay.
It's about using time and compound interest to your advantage.
Right. So, like, even small, consistent investments can grow significantly over time.
Yeah.
Just like a tiny seed can turn into, a huge tree.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
And it seems like the last two books on our list, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, take a more personalized approach.
Yeah. They really encourage you to dig deep and understand your personal relationship with money,
Yeah.
Like Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, it helps you uncover any limiting beliefs you might have that are holding you back. And then I Will Teach You to Be Rich focuses on tailoring your financial strategies to your specific goals and values.
Got it. So out of all these books, what really spoke to you the most?
I think the concept of aligning your spending with your values, like they talk about in your money or your life.
Right.
That one really stuck with me. It's such a powerful way to be intentional about how you use your money.
Makes sense. What about you? Anything that really jumped out at you from this deep dive?
Yeah.
Like anything that you're going to be thinking about?
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by that idea of compound growth.
Okay.
The Wealthy Gardener really brought that concept to life, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a good reminder that you don't need to be making a ton of money to build wealth.
Right.
You just have to be consistent and patient.
Exactly.
So just remember, building wealth, it's a journey, not a destination. It's about making informed choices, aligning your actions with your values, and enjoying the process as you go.
That's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing that wealth.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.